Hello, my name is Ikmal. I'm a UITM student, currently doing a foundation in engineering. Today I'm going to walk through you guys on how to use charts and graph in Excel and Google Sheets. So before we get into all of that, I'm going to really show you guys on what kind of situation that me personally used to deal, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys might also deal with it. So let's take a look at this scenario. So you are doing a group report, then you were assigned by your group members to do the data analysis, and that includes also charts and graph. And to be honest, it can be a bit of a headache if none of us really never use Word or Google Sheets or Excel. But today I'm going to give you guys an easy tutorial on how to use these two platforms to compile the data that you have. So for today's tutorial, I'm going to divide to two types of data, which is qualitative data and quantitative data. So for the quantitative data, is the data that we can measure. It's a continuous data, but it's a data that we can measure. For instance, time and length of something. So for the data that I'm going to use today, you can see I already prepare you guys to the data here. This is the data that I got from the report that I've done with my friends. This is the report. So um, so what you want to do right here is you can't actually do this graph or data in Word, but sometimes it can give you some problem when you want to insert it. So I would prefer for you to just edit it straight away in Excel. So first we're going to open it. Yes, oh, there you go. Blank workbook. So first we want to create a column. So let's insert a table. This is one of the column, and I'm going to go back to my data just to check on how many rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, and nine rows actually. So give me a second. 9 rows. There you go. 9 rows. I'm just going to double check. Oh yes, there it is. So I'm going to create two column here. Hold on a second. So you want to go just like what I did previously, go to table and insert another column and drag this thing to 9. So we want to name the column first, so we can have a clear to make sure that we don't get it wrong. So first we want to make sure that we don't have the wrong data. We want to have the line that we want. So we want to make sure that we don't insert the data into the wrong table. So I'm just going to check here. This force should be the y-axis, and the elongation should be the x-axis. So hold on. As you get, so the easier way that I would recommend is you can just um, copy and paste the data actually. So just copy here, and then you, you can just paste the data here. So, but just for this first to make sure, oh, not zero here, but in up here, you just want to relabel it back to in the headers. You can see that I do the elongation of spring, but I just want to do y here just to make it a bit more simpler. And for this one, I'm going to do force. There you go. So the same thing that I do previously, I just copy the data here and they just paste it. So this is the data. So we already got the data from the table here into here. So the trick is you want to create the graph. So what you want to do is you want to scroll from the top of the headers, including the headers. You scroll it and you go to insert and go. You can see here charts, but for this kind of data, we want to go for the scatter, mean XY scatter. So yes, as you guys can see here, just go for here. And now you can see this is the data. We can literally adjust it wherever you guys want or make it as big as you want. It is literally up to you guys, but you can see here, this is the kind of data that we want. You can see the line, but what we want is we want that best fit line. So what we are going to do is let's go to this plus symbol here, and you can see there's axis titles, but we want to go is the trend line. So let's go to more options. So now you can see here the line. This is the you have the option of exponential, logarithmic, polynomial, but this is all kind of data that is a very complicated kind of data. For ours, we're just going to go for linear. You can see it is like dots. So we can adjust it by going to here, fill and line. Um, go through here, and now you can already see the line. And let's change it to black. So now you can see the trend line here. So this is the best fit line that we're looking for, especially for this data. So let me just walk through you guys on how we want to adjust the chart according to what you want. For instance, if you want an axis titles, you can add axis titles here. So just let me give you a second. So for this one, I want to do force. Yes, I want to do force in Newton. So for this x-axis, I want to do oh uh, I'm just going to add one down here. I'm just going to rewrite it again. Hold on. It's a bit of a problem. I don't really understand how this can happen. Give me a second. There you go. So I want to adjust it to Y, just to like to really make it simpler, or you can write maybe elongation of springs Y. With this one we can just do the previous one, which is false. And last but not least, for the title, because this is, let me check back on my friend's report. Spring Bee, the data is actually from here that I take, so it's Spring Bee. So let's go to the titles, Spring Bee. So there you go. So there's a lot of things that you can adjust if you want to, the chart titles. um Actually go to more options. Maybe you want it to be hold on. Never mind, actually never have to really. This is already I think this should be okay, actually, to be honest. So there you have it. This is the kind of data that you're looking for, and you can adjust the design if you want to. This one, or I personally think this one's actually looking pretty solid. And you can see here, this is the best fit line that we're looking for. Does it really intercept all the points? So this is how you compile the quantitative data in Excel. So with that being said, I'm going to move on to another type of data, which is qualitative data. So for qualitative data, let's go to Google Sheets, as I was saying. So for qualitative data, it is a data that we take um, from one-to-one interviews, the specific group that we're targeting. We take all your responses and we categorize them in groups. So that is what quantitative data is. It is also known or can be called as categorical data. So so I find it so I find that two best ways to display the qualitative data clearly is by using two type of charts, which is, hold on, I'm going to show you guys the first type, which is pie chart. So what you want to do is exactly the same, just scroll the entire table and go to insert and chart. And what you'll find here, there you go. This is the pie chart. So this is a very useful chart for you if you want to present the data to your lecturer, or you just want to insert the data in the report to be part of your appendices. These charts can be very useful. So I'm just going to show you the chart editor, some feature of it that you can use. So let's go to chart style. So for the background color, you may want to go for slightly lighter color. Light green should be good. Oh, this is actually, this is a lot better actually. Just look for really light color to, like I said, it doesn't have to be really stand out or eye-catching the color. Just pick the color that really suits for instance, the report or whatsoever. So this is the background color. You can make it in the form of 3D if you want to, but I prefer we just stick it like this. So this is chart style. So other feature, this is, you don't really have to really, you can look at border color if you want to make the border, like this part is slightly clearer. You can color it to black. You can see the border does look slightly clearer, or you want to color it to white. I would, yeah, if for the border color, I would rather choose only black or white. It is actually a decent color to show you the border color, but I'm gonna go for black. So this is chart style. We have pie chart, pie slice. This is not really anything. And then for the chart titles, you can adjust it to exactly what I've done on top. Young adults with with depth, with different marital status. So there you go. Oh, hold on. This is actually wrong spelling. Actually, there you go. This is the correct one. So this is the title, and for the theme, you can actually pick whatever font that you want, and you can make it center, or you can make it bold, just to make the title really stand out. So that's the title, and you have the legend in terms of the position, but you can already see when it immediately creates it, you don't really have to change too much because it's already looking pretty much decent. You might just want to adjust the background color or the fonts a little bit, but me personally, I will not really adjust it that much. But this is pie chart. So another type of charts that I really like to use is actually, yes. Um, hold on. Um, bar chart or column chart. So exactly the same. I'm just going to scroll here. Just exactly the same step as before, and then just insert the chart. But now you can see uh, it appears to be pie chart, but you can adjust it right here to make it either column chart, or if you want to make it a bar chart, that is also quite a decent one if you want to. But for this data, I prefer to go for column chart. So the feature is almost the same. Like the pie chart, you have the chart style. I really don't have to go through all of that again. And the title and the series, and you got the legend. Like I said, it's just exactly the same feature. You see, there's grid liner. You can adjust it to probably maybe red for the grid line, because I personally like just to see the grid line slightly clearer. And like I said, for the title, you can actually change it. So this is it. This is how you want to compile the data that you have, whatever data that you have, either using Sheets or Excel. But me personally, as a student, I really prefer to use Google Sheets a lot more, because you can easily link Google Sheets with Google Docs if you want to. Especially, let me just show you guys here. I want to insert something. Hold on, it's not here. I want to insert chart, and you can see it gave you the options from Sheets. and you can see there's the untitled spreadsheet, just like I've done before. You can just select, and let me give you a second. Oh, there you go. You can import it to Google Docs. So you can see, there you go. This is the data. You can actually import it to Docs. I think this is actually a very good feature. Even though actually from Excel you can actually copy paste it actually from. Oh, hold on, this is not it. This is the one. You can copy the graph and then just paste it back in Word if you want to. It's here. I don't know what happening with my words actually go around a little bit, but this is the graph in that we have done in Excel. So to sum up the tutorial, I would prefer to use Google Sheets more than Excel because I think if you want to adjust it, it is far easier personally for me. You can see this is like you just want to adjust the box just to make it a bit better. So there you go. So the reason why I prefer to use Google Sheets because firstly it can, as you guys can see, is easily linked to Google Docs, and on the other hand, in Docs you can actually edit the content in it with your friends. You can It's editable um, with 4 or 5 people. If I'm not wrong, it's actually even more. But you can do whatever group report that you want to do in Docs. Actually, is a very preferable platform. I believe everyone is using it. So for today's tutorial, I think that's it. So thank you for the support from you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.